Hey man, how we are. Back at it again with another video, another YouTube episode. It's your one and only Stevie KT80. Just came back from the gym, had an early workout today. I normally go late nights when the gym clears out. But today I went earlier today and the gym was kind of clear, but it just got packed, rush hour, things of that nature. Make sure you like, subscribe, share this with a relative, with a fellow friend, brother, cousin, sister, things of that nature, the things of that very much nature. We have a very important topic like we always do. Let's dive right into it. Today we're going to discuss and talk about why you must go where you are celebrated, not where you are tolerated. Why you must go be where you're supposed to be, in the right place where you're supposed to be to help your future, to benefit your life, to benefit your family, to make your family last name and family proud of you, And these places might not be family. This place might not be your hometown. This place might not be your home church. This place might not be your home, things that you are so used to going to, because the people who show the most animosity, people who show the most hate, people who show the most, envy, you guys know where I'm going with this, tend to be the people that you see on a regular day-to-day basis, people that you have a relationship with, spouse, friends, brother, sister, things of that nature, co-workers, everyday life. And you will think that if you see each other every day, why would they not want to have that love towards you that you would think that they would have, Well, it's because where you're going somewhere where you're just tolerated, people only know you for what you do at that setting. So, for instance, if you go to work every day and you're known to just be an assistant and you sit in the front desk, whatever you do as an assistant, whatever you guys do, if you guys know what assistants do, they answer phones, whatever, things of that nature, and that's what you do, people know you for that role. So they're comfortable around you as long as you're not superseding that position, But once that assistant moves up to management assistant, now people are like, oh, okay, it's just a management assistant. I'll tolerate him there. You see what I'm saying? I'll tolerate him being a management assistant. But they don't know your work ethic. They don't know how hard you go. They don't know your dreams. They don't know your goals. They just see you as a managerial assistant. Moving up. Now look at you. Manager. First line manager. Above the supervisor. Whatever the category is. Now they're looking at, wow, he has authority over me. But just a couple months, a year ago, he wasn't just a assistant. How is he? This is their brain. How is he a manager? That's their brain. How? It's never, wow. Look at him, man. Look at her. God is blessing him to become this position. It's never that. It's always how. You know what I respond to? How? But God. That's all you got to say. Sometimes you don't have to say it. Sometimes you just live it. And they'll start to see it, And when you're in that position, you got to be careful, but then you don't got to be careful because God got your back. Why you got to move all sneak? Why you got to move all scary? Because trust me, if somebody were to be in your position right now today, do you think they'll have the humility that you will have being in the position you are? Knowing that they're already talking down on you with the position that you have right now? I don't think so. So you have to embrace that position God gave you. Every position you have in life, God has appointed you. So why would you be all mediocrely, cowardly, walking upon that position like you don't deserve it, like you don't earn it? It's a different thing when you got it given to you because certain family members passed down tradition, things. We're not talking for the ones like that. We're talking for the people like me who have to work for everything, who have to put our sacrifices down and then we get what we want. If you guys are on board with that, hey, embrace that role, man. Embrace that position. You know what I'm saying? Don't go there when you're not tolerated. You know, you shouldn't even care. But, you know, a lot of people who be reaching out to me, yo, why isn't this working out for me? What should I do if this person thinks about this? I had to tell 2 subscribers, yo, we still caring about what people think? I told them straight up. Why are we caring about what people think? And it's like, we care about what people think when those same people don't care about us. So it's just a whole runaround circle in the America society of just nonsense. But when we take our time, when we put our foot forward, now people are going to be wanting to care about what we think about them. So now you're in a position of power to make decisions, to help people, to guide people, and to help people become mentally stronger. In the space I'm trying to do, you know what I'm saying? In the space I'm fulfilling. You know, you with your girl, you know. At first she was showing all the signs of you wanted to be with your girl, but then she got with you and you're him, and she got comfortable a little bit, and she's like, is my man really him like how I met him? And she tries to throw these little tests. She tries to throw these little games, these little side quest games, and you just still stoic and masculine. You're not going for none of that, and you just remain still. And you trigger her emotional, and now she's like, wow, he might be that, but hold on, let me keep trying to just to see if he really is. But by this time, all the guys that I dated before, they would have been going back and forth with me. They would have been yelling at me. They would have been cussing at me, trying to physically hurt me and all that. But that's what I'm used to. But I'm not used to this stoic masculine man. You know, he might have his moments, but at the end of the day, he's the same. He hasn't changed in his frame. What's that about him? Let me keep trying to poke. Let me keep trying to poke at him to see what I can do to throw him off his game, even though I want him to be the man for me because I know what he's gonna bring in the future. But because my emotions and my feminine nature won't allow me to just be happy with that. I have to try to throw him off his game. But you just seen the goofy, you just dodging the goofy, you dodging the goofies. You just, okay, I see that game. Okay, she's trying to poke at my masculine frame. She wants me to go back and forth for her. Nope. Okay. Oh, she said, oh, she's trying to give retaliation because I didn't reach back out to her because I was busy. So now she want to go out with her friends to the club bar. Go. Okay, you can go. Okay, but you're just not gonna come back over here through this door. But you can go. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she try to be sneaky on her phone. You know, you don't know what she missed. She has a Finsta. She's posting random shit on her Finsta. You like, what's on that Finsta? But you never ask her what's on that Finsta. But you just peeping. You just peeping it. You just peeping. Okay, so yeah, can't take you serious. Okay, next. And you just, when you're in that masculine frame and you're not tolerated. You're not being tolerated. You know, you see stuff for what it is. You see stuff for, okay, she thinks I'm dumb because I'm handsome and I'm putting in the work every day, but she don't think I know about female nature. Okay, let me let her keep going so I can see how deep she's gonna go. So when she wonders why I don't propose to her, and this is why. Okay, now you're moving on to a different aspect. You at work and you've been putting in the work, you staying in overtime, you helping them out, you doing other things that are not your job, and people are still not trying to give you that raise, and you're like, why am I not getting that raise? Oh, okay, I see, I get it. Maybe if I get that raise, the CEO will look at me and be like, wow, you really been putting in the work. He might promote me as a what? A manager. And if I'm a manager, and my manager right now sees me helping him putting in the work, helping him getting overtime, helping myself put myself more out there in the workforce, and he's just trying to belittle that, what does that show me? Oh, my manager's a hater because I'm putting in extra work and he's not rewarding that in the workforce. Why is that? Because he's a hater. He doesn't like you. And then you're handsome, you're attractive too, and then you smart, you on your books, and then you go to work, you know, the female colleagues, they trying to be in your corner, they sniffing you out, it's too much. You're too much. Not saying that it's a problem, but you are maximizing your potential like all of us are supposed to do. But you know what though, guys? You know why people will hate on that? Because they don't have your work ethic. They don't want to put in the work. They don't want to put in the work. So when you putting in the work 10 times as hard as them, and they're at a higher level rank than you for now, and they see you coming up, they're like, hold on. Yeah, you did this, but you didn't do this right. You didn't do that. Now they're going to start what? Tick for tack. They're going to start nitpicking all the little things that they're going to start, oh, you didn't put a period at the end of your sentence. They're going to start, oh, you have waves. Oh, you didn't brush that side right here. Oh, you didn't do your tie correctly. It's just, they're going to just pick at the little things because they know they can't get the big things. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm always a person saying that little things matter. But when a person is putting in that work, trying to motivate himself to be the best version of himself, and somebody's nitpicking the little mistakes that he probably didn't see, probably didn't do, is going to get back to, that's how you know that person's a real hater, bro. Because there's a big difference between trying to help somebody and trying to point out somebody's flaws and not trying to help them out. You know what I'm saying? There's a big difference between somebody saying, hey, you're fat. And there's a big difference between somebody saying, hey, yo, I care about you. I see you're kind of on the overweight scale of the society, but you do this workout plan right here for 3 weeks and start, I guarantee you'll be feeling better, you'll be in better shape, and you'll be healthier. Boom. That's constructive criticism that we need. But nowadays, people are too weak. People are envious. People are hating. People don't want to see each other win. People don't want to see nobody have nothing. And it's like, how can you have everything and somebody have nothing? It don't work like that. It's like a scale. If you put marbles on one side of the scale, say you put like 3 marbles on this side of the scale, and you put 1 on this side, of course the one with 3 is still going to leverage the most. But if you put all the marbles, you take that 1 marble, put it here, now it's 4, now it's 0 here. Now, boom. Now you all the way down here, and this is all the way up here. So it's not going to work out because it's not an even workflow. It's not even. One is always going to be outbalancing the other. And I say that as an example of, in real life, excuse me, if somebody wants everything for themselves, just give and take, eventually at a point, yeah, their basket might look filled. You know what I'm saying? I always tell you guys, it's the devil's world. So there's a reason why all these people who are appointed as CEOs, presidents, all these top things, all of those calibers that we look up to are not doing the right thing because, bro, it's the devil's world. So, of course, these rulers, of course, these CEOs, of course, these managers, of course, these recruiters of these jobs, whatever, churches are going to be at that stature because they're not looking at God. They're looking at the worldly thing. And who's the author of the worldly things? It's Satan, bro. So if they're doing Satan's agenda, of course they're going to be rewarded as a CEO of a business, top business owner, owner for this, owner for that. But they're not doing the works in the word. So when this life goes away, they're not going to spend eternity where they're supposed to be, at peace. You know what I'm saying? So don't get mad when you don't get a certain job. Don't get mad when you don't get promoted. Don't get mad when you don't get that girl that you want. Don't get mad when you get that girl that you want and then she starts acting different. You know why? Because they're seeing stuff and they're not getting through the vision of it just being worldly. They're too tapped into the materialistics. They're too tapped into the world. They're too tapped into the physical things of this world and forgetting about the spiritual aspect of the world where it starts at. Because everything that happens in the physical realm always takes place before in the spiritual realm. You must know that. So, of course, man. And back to the marble. if somebody has all these things and don't want to give back, eventually they're going to get to a point where, what did Meek Mill say? If you don't feed your wolves, they're going to put you on the, what they say? If you don't feed your, they're going to put you on that menu. So now, you at this boss, you're at this stats, you have everything that you wanted, right? Since you don't want nobody to have nothing. So now everybody that you looking down on are looking up to you like, you're not a real leader. You're not a consistent leader. And now what? They're going to try to tear you down. So you always have to share the wealth. You can't take it to the grave with you. What can you do? Especially not in shape. Most of these CEOs are not in freaking shape. Most of these business owners are not in shape. So their time is limited just based off not being in shape. So what are they going to do with all that money? What are they going to do with all that resource if they're not going to spread the wealth? Man. Life's amazing, man. Before I get in too deep, I love y'all, man. Y'all stay up, man. Have a good one.